Hello, Professor, and everyone who may be watching this. This is my Web 222 Assignment 5. This is my updated music website, and this is my updated HTML file. I removed most of the items that I had here just to make it as clean as possible, so this is what I ended up with. And on my song arrays, I included the image URL here. So of course we can include the image. And the artist array didn't change anything, so it's not even worth mentioning it, showing it. And this is my new apps.js file. Now here, I created a button basically using the same logic as before. I only made sure here to call the appropriate function when on the click of a button. And this function now that we need to call is song cards and passing to it the index of the selected artist that it contains. And here on the song cards function itself. So the first thing that we're going to do is to create a container for everything and select song cards div to put everything on. It is this one right here. So after that, we're going to, of course, make sure that our page is empty so we don't add things on top of each other, and we want a page to always be fresh and new. So I have this line here for. So this J here is a counter that I have. I'm going to show later what it's doing on the bottom. So created here a name object variable, and I'm going to filter here the songs based on the artist ID that is going to be passed here by the button. And based on the artist ID and if it's flagged or not, of course I want the ones that are not flagged, I'm going to put them into my variable name object. I'm going to loop through my name objects variable. And for each element that I have in there, I'm going to create a timestamp with this little logic here. I'm going to create a minutes and seconds string to make sure to call it time to make sure that we can display appropriate time here. And I'm going to create another element, excuse me, to add all the information from the music on it regarding a song. So first thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to add the image URL, and this is where the J comes in because the J is going to be updated here. And of course, each song is going to have a different image URL. Not necessarily each song, but each song is going to have their own link. So I'm going to make sure that the appropriate link is used. Same stands for the title. Not the name though. The name I'm going to use the same index that was passed to the function to make sure that the name stays the same. Of course, it's the same artist. Time is also every time we loop through the function is going to be updated. So each song has a different timestamp and the name the year as well. And then I'm gonna append everything, take the value of j, and display everything on the screen. And this is my CSS. I'll be fully honest, making things pretty is not my strong feature. I did do a job to make it presentable, so I added a hover here and I changed the cursor to pointer here every time you're on top of the button. I also added a little effect here in the cards to make them to put an emphasis on them every time that we hover the mouse on them. And this is how my CSS is looking like. I had to do this to make the button with that effect, and just spaced everything out to make sure we have a clean view for the user. I think that's really important. And to make spacing, try to align everything, aligning the numbers on the bottom, aligning the names in the same height. You can see here I try to add them all in the same level to make sure that looks standardized. And the images I made sure to use at least 2 images for each artist. That's why I updated them here on the image. So I have 2 images for Beethoven, 2 Bach, 2 Beethoven, 2 for Bach, and 2 for Roberto. This is it. Thank you so much and have a good day.